There's problems, aren't there, with people that don't understand exactly what they've done to offend. And in the case of the ex-royal and cable TV actress Meghan Markle, she's simply asking, what is the problem? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, nice to see you today. We're in St Paul's Cathedral Gardens. As you can see, St Paul's is resplendent. Sir Christopher Wren's greatest piece of work, apparently. Amazing place when you come up close, you know. Don't know if you've ever been lucky enough to attend or even go inside. Just an incredible place, you know. Place of worship, of course, famous for many people of a certain generation. Way back in 1981, for the wedding of the then Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. I think also for many people of a certain generation, those very evocative pictures during the Second World War, do you remember, of the Blitz? And everything was around it engulfed in smoke. Everywhere was seemingly bombed. But thankfully, not St. Paul's. Everything really more or less remained intact. And it's incredible to think, isn't it, that this beautiful piece of architecture has lasted so long, been the history of so many things, you know, when you think about it. You walk through those doors and it literally is steeped in history. The same, though, could not be said, of course, of the latest piece of work from the ex-royals called Harry and Meghan. As ever, let me explain. This story really centres upon the fact that, you know, as I say, some people don't understand, allegedly, when they've offended, so, you know, certain individuals, certain constitutions, backgrounds, all that sort of stuff. We're always being taught, aren't we, about being kind, being respectful, mindful of others. But seemingly, Meghan Markle didn't really understand this. Many of the other things that she seemingly didn't understand, and also some might say the tissue of lies that she came up with. My particular favourite on revisiting that documentary, the fact that she had to wear muted colours so that she wouldn't upstage the Queen. Two things there: you wore lots of colours, and no one could upstage our late and beautiful monarch, Her Majesty the Queen. Simply, you know, what a ridiculous statement to allow to go in. But this really all centres upon this piece of work. That's right, when Meghan faked the, you know, curtsy. And of course, the former royal known as Prince Harry at least had the grace to look slightly curlish. Now, according to their team, there was no offence caused, no real reason to be offended by this. She was simply demonstrating exactly how confused and really how she didn't understand exactly what was required upon meeting her for the very first time. That is, of course, the late monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. Well, you see, it's very hard to believe anything that Harry and Meghan say, because if you remember, they lied to the BBC saying that, you know, their very first date was totally different to the version that they came up with, which apparently now they met on Instagram, social media. So how on earth can you truly believe anything? But this, of course, has gone down incredibly badly for the ex-royals, because we see that as a real mark of disrespect, particularly to a lady who'd given a life of service for over 70 years. Does it bother Meghan Markle? Seemingly not. Apparently, we were all supposed to enjoy her very fun, upbeat and positive sense of humour. How remiss, seemingly, of the rest of the world that they don't feel the very same way. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.